Hi everyone, it's Patty from PS Paper Crafts. Thanks for joining me today. I want to show you today how to make this great gift card holder. So it's a Christmas card, and when you open it up, there's a little slot for a gift card. So it's pretty cool. You can put a little sentiment in there. I'm using the Heartwarming Hugs Designer Series paper. It's really, it's got a lot of patterns. I've been using it a lot. So you can use any kind of combination of patterns. We're going to use a different pattern for today's card. So I am going to keep this striped because I love it. It's one of my favorites in the paper for some reason. I don't know if it reminds me of a candy cane or what. So we're going to keep that, but we're going to change up this piece to be this. You can do this. There's just so many choices. I'm using Real Red and Pear Pizzazz, which are colors that are in that paper. So let's get started making the card. I'm going to start with a piece of Pear Pizzazz. So this one was done in Real Red, so I'll do Pear Pizzazz. Oh, and I'm using the Wrapped in Christmas stamp set. So I have Let the Joy of the Season Fill Your Heart, and then a little something for you on the inside. This one I will use May Your Days Be Merry and Bright, and I think I'll do that little something on the inside as well, since it is a gift card holder. So I thought that went well. And I'll be using, instead of the dies, so these dies I used are the Stitched So Sweetly. So I use these two for this. This time I'll be using punches and a different ribbon. So I just want to make it a little bit different to give you ideas of other choices. So the first thing we'll do is, this is kind of a top folding size card. So it's a 4 1/4 by 11. So what we'll do first is we're going to score it. You can use whatever scoring tool you have, and we will score it at 5 1/2. So we're going to go over to 5 1/2 and just score it. And then we want to do 9 1/4. So let me just pull this out so I have the longer edge here. And we want to do 9 1/4. Now I made this card quite a while ago for a birthday card. So you really can change up whatever, I'm trying to look at the numbers while I'm talking, whatever season you want. So we go 9 1/4. And you could just change up the paper, the sentiment, and make a gift card really for any occasion. Wedding, birthday, congratulations. So we're done with this. And then we want to just fold them up. So this is actually your normal size card, A2 card. So we just have this extra little fold in here. Okay, and I don't have my bone folder with me, so we're going to just use our fingers. The punches I'll use are these two. It's a 1 1/2 circle, and then it's this Label Me Fancy or Label Me Pretty. I always get them confused. Let me see quick. It is, I had them both wrong. Label Me Lovely is what this one is. So we can take either the circle or this edge, and I'm going to just go up where it starts going flat, and I want to make sure I have it even, kind of side by side. And this will give me just a little fancy place for my gift card. You can use, as I said, the circle punch or this punch. This is just a little bit fancier. Okay, so we have that done. And before I adhere anything down, I just want to get my pieces done. So we're using the Real Red. Can't pick it up. The Real Red piece on top of, or the Designer Series paper on top of Real Red. So let me get my stamp and seal. Boy, I'm really having a hard time today with my tools. There we go. Okay, and we'll just put this down so that it's got a little border all around it, just to kind of offset it. And the paper does have a little bit of red in it. It has Mossy Meadow, Real Red, Whisper White in there. So you could use any of those colors to do your background. And then let's do the same with the stripe piece. And I'll have everything on my blog with the dimensions, but the designer series layer for this one is 3 3/8 by 3 7/8. So 3 3/8, 3 7/8, and then it is 3.5 by 4, and then the strip is 1 3/8 by 3 7/8, and this one is 1.5 by 4. So it's just going down a little bit so that you can have this little border to set it off. So let's just put this down as well. And then we can do our sentiment. We don't want to put this piece down until we put the ribbon down. So let's just see what it's going to look like. See if we like it. I never thought really of pear pizzazz for Christmas, but once it's in the paper, it works, right? So let's get a piece of this Real Red ribbon. It is the satin one. It's Real Red Rouge. I guess Rouge is Real Red. Double stitch satin ribbon. I knew it was on there somewhere. And we'll just cut a piece a little bit longer than this. And we'll wrap it around the back. And I like to put a little bit of Scotch tape on it. Just make sure it's straight. It's too low. Let me make it higher. Let's try this again. Right down the middle. Okay, and then we'll put this one on this side. Okay, we have that done. And then we can put this down. Just put it right down here. And we'll put this one down as well. And then we've got to put that inside flap down. Now you can use Stampin' Steel Plus for that, or you can use the double-sided tape, the tear and the tear tape. So let's put this down. Okay, so we'll use the tear and tape for this. If you have Stampin' Seal, you just need something very strong for this. And we just want to put it all the way out on the edge so that we don't have it, we have room for the card. And okay, so let's get this piece off. Let me get my pokey tool to get this off. I don't usually use tear and tape too often. I'm more of a liquid glue girl, but for this you definitely need it. You could use liquid glue, but if you did that, you'd have to just make sure that it's dry. For boxes and 3D things, I do like to use the tear and tape. So then we can put this down. Get rid of these. So now we have the place for the gift card. And I have a Ruby Tuesdays gift card, and Ruby Tuesdays closed by me. I think they're closing across the country. So I'll have to find a place to use it. So we have that done, and now we can stamp the inside sentiment. So I'll use Real Red, and I have to stamp the outside. I'm going in a little bit different order here than normal. A little something for you. So that will go in there. And then let's get a scrap and let's stamp the outside sentiment. May your days be merry and bright. And let's use our punch for this, the 1.5 inch, and it fits perfectly in this. So we'll just go around and punch it. And then I want to cut a piece of real red using this other punch. So I have my real red. We'll just punch this out. You can put this way, or you can put it this way. I kind of like it this way with the ribbon behind it. So let's put this down. And just put that right in the middle. And then let's put this up with some dimensionals. And we'll tie a bow. And you can add some gems if you wanted, some rhinestones, to kind of jazz it up a little bit if you wanted to. So there we go. And let's tie a bow. On this one, I used that braided trim and put the bow on top. On this one, I'm going to use this satin trim and put it on the side. So let's just cut that. I never get these even. Maybe I'll put it on top as well. I think I'll do that. Let me see, is this side better? No. Let me get my glue dots and I'll put this on top. It'll look like kind of a little wreath. How's that? And again, if you wanted to add some gems or something like that, and then here's your card. Ooh, we didn't put this down. If you have problem with this, just push it through. And sometimes it gets stuck a little bit. Alrighty. And I want to make sure it's kind of even with this and centered. So your eye sees it nice and even there. And there we have it. The two cards. You can give one person that gift and one person this gift, so you have a couple of differences, and you can use that paper really any combinations of the papers. I thought it was a good paper for this card. So thanks for joining, and I hope you watch my next one. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Take care. Bye.